you will notice that some of those were infants and some of those were walking on their own. But Pastor, how you came up with that? Let me show you. He says, suffer them to come unto me and forbid them not. Some of the children went to him. Others were placed in his arms. Some that comes and he took them in his arms, prayed for them, and blessed them. Other comes and he laid his hands on them. Meaning there were some small toddlers, like Cammy type age. Are you with me? Yes, the point here being is, regardless of your age, God has time for you. He's not too busy to take time out to spend with you. How do we let another person know that he or she is valued? We do it by spending time with them. If you don't have time for me, not that important to me. Or if I don't have time for you, you are not that important to me. The things that are important to me, I make time for. You do as well. It comes down to prioritizing. Because I love my child, I'm going to take time out to be with him or her. A study a few years back said that the average father spends anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds a day with his child of quality time. Think about that. How in the world are you going to lead your child to Jesus where you don't spend any time with him or her? Those folks don't understand the Bible. You tell them about God being a loving father doesn't mean a hill of beans. It only has meaning when you show them the love of God by you being a loving father. When my younger son introduced me, he said there were times in his life where he couldn't understand why in the world we still loved him. Tell y'all something. There are times when your children are going to do things that's going to break your heart. And you will spend many nights crying. But at the end of the day, because of God's love, you don't see the child based on what he or she is or what he or she is doing. You see that child as you vision them, that picture that you have in your mind. You see the virtue in that child even when everything around them says that he or she is messed up by drugs, messed up by sex, messed up by secular influence. But in your heart, you see your baby. You see your child. You see someone created in the image of God. And your heart reaches out to that child. So much so that you want to put your arms around him or her and just let them know how much you love them, how much you care, how much they are valued. You don't need a lot of money to show love. When we grew up, we thought we had money. We were dirt poor. We moved to the ghetto, it was a move up. I know y'all don't have that. Y'all don't have that. But we did. But Mama loved us. And she was there and did the best that she could with what she had. And we felt loved and we felt cared for. Instead of spending all our time trying to give our children the things that we didn't have, we should focus more time on giving the things that we didn't have. I read an article earlier, I'm done about 5 minutes, article earlier about this Mexican fellow that was a fisherman. He would fish a couple of hours during the day. He would sell some of the fish. He would spend time with his family, his wife, enjoying their lives. And every day he would do the same thing. He ran into a Harvard Business School graduate there on vacation. And he said, man, he says, wow, this is awesome what you do. Just think, though, what you can do if you would spend a little more time fishing, then you could buy a bigger boat. Then instead of selling to the middleman, you could sell to the other man and make more money. You could buy more boats. Then you could move from Mexico and live probably in Mexico City or Los Angeles or somewhere else. And then once your company go big, then you could get ready to retire, sell the stock in the company, and then do what? So you can have time to enjoy fishing, enjoy spending time with your family, enjoy relaxing when you want to. Y'all got the concept? Sometimes we spend so much time trying to make it to the day when we could retire and spend time with those that we love, that we don't have time to spend with those that we love. Learn from Jesus' example. Jesus took time to be with those children. The Bible says when he was done, then he left. Listen, we have a responsibility given by God to bring our children to him. They're not going to come on their own. But we have to model the example. We have to love them. We have to communicate with them in ways that is caring, even when they mess up. Still communicate. Still love them. When you discipline them in love. Never hit your child when you're angry. You're not that saved. It's not going to discipline, it's going to be abuse. Yes, sir. Because rather than correcting the behavior, you're venting your anger. And your children know the difference. Yes. Finally, in my conclusion, children are important to God. Yes, and because they're important to God, they should be important to us. And since they're important to us, the most important thing that you and I can do is to bring our children to Jesus. Stand up on your feet.